I think the only conclusion you can come to, if you look at Los Angeles carefully, is that there shouldn't be a city there. There is no escaping this. Wealth is not going to protect you. The real estate industry has been running wild over there for years, selling this seaside property as something that's very desirable, very valuable. Los Angeles is built in a desert. It has very little water of its own. All its water is piped in, from as far away as the Colorado River. And the Colorado River is now dwindling, it's hitting catastrophically low levels. In fact, I think the only conclusion you can come to, if you look at Los Angeles carefully, is that there shouldn't be a city there. I mean, that's not a good place to put a city, And I think this is becoming increasingly apparent. But, there were massive fires in this area in the 1990s. Even then, after those fires, hundreds of thousands of people moved out. And I think you're going to see that again because actually the real damage is going to be done by the insurance industry because people are not going to be able to insure their houses anymore. And that's going to be a really major blow to California. A couple of years ago, there was massive rain in this area in California. Everyone said, oh, great. And I thought to myself, no, it's not great because you're going to get an upsurge of vegetation. And that's what they did. They got a huge upsurge of vegetation. Then, after this huge drought started, there's never been as dry a winter in that region as there has over the last few months. So, that vegetation dries, it provides fuel for the fire. The real estate industry has been running wild over there for years, selling this seaside property as something that's very desirable, very valuable. And they, even though they knew they were building stuff in places where there shouldn't be any kind of habitation. One of the most disturbing things that I've read in right now is that in Altadena, which is just above Pasadena, and it's it's one of the neighborhoods that was burnt down. Already, the real estate companies are going to the survivors and saying, "Oh, we'll buy up your land." So what they actually, they'll get it at fire sale prices now that there's nothing over there. So what they're planning to do is to create more developments in exactly those areas. One thing I will say that the climate movement has made such a mistake in always trying to push this message that, the poor will suffer, meaning by that black and brown people, also black and brown people, whereas the wealthy will be okay. This is completely not true. And we see that again and again. People seem to be completely disengaged from the dangers that they're exposing themselves to. See, who are the people who live along, let's say, Kaf Parade in Mumbai or in Kolaba or wherever? They're some of the most best educated, richest people in India, millionaires, billionaires, etc. I wonder if they ever ask themselves, what will their situation be if there's a major cyclone approaching Mumbai? They're in the most vulnerable possible location. Anyone who's living in these incredibly exposed locations today should be thinking of managed retreat.